Today we are going to study about paper second of class S5 BSc. This paper second is the name of paper second, it is as electronics. In this paper, the first chapter we have to study is network theorem. In this chapter we have to study Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, superposition theorem, maximum power transfer theorem, etc. So at the beginning we have to revise some previous knowledge. So first we will say about Ohm's law. This is the revision. Ohm's law. We know student Ohm's law. It is also studied in 12th science FY also. What is the statement of that Ohm's law? The statement is like that: if physical state of conductor remains constant, then current passing through the conductor is directly proportional to the applied potential difference. So this is statements of Ohm's law. Means if physical state of the conductor remains constant, physical state means its material, its temperature. If we consider this is the conductor, the material of this conductor should be same, temperature of this conductor should be same, area of cross section of this material should be same. That is called physical state of the conductor. Material, area of cross section and temperature. If this all parameter is constant, then current passing through the conductor is directly proportional to applied potential. Current passing through the conductor is directly proportional to applied potential. Or we can write V is directly proportional to I, where V is the applied potential measured in volt, I is the current. Therefore we can write V is equal to Ri, where R is resistance. So this is the relation of Ohm's law. For that, if we draw the simple diagram, one resistance is there, external source is applied. This is R, I is the current, this is external source. So in that circuit, if we increase the potential difference, current also increases. So this is the only meaning of that Ohm's law. Current passing through the conductor is directly proportional to potential difference applied across it. If we plot the graph, potential difference versus voltage against current, the graph will be like this. If on x-axis we put the value of potential difference and on x-axis current is there, in the statement we have mentioned that it is directly proportional. Directly proportional means if we show this relation in the graph should be straight line passing through the area. The graph, nature of graph like this way shows that potential difference is directly proportional to the current. These are the different values. Means This value indicate that if voltage is increases, current is also increases. The substance which follows these properties is called ohmic substance, and the substance which does not follow this property is called non-ohmic substances. Now we can also know about resistivity. So to study the resistivity, we also know one relation: resistance of conductor. So this resistance of conductor is depends on length of conductor and area of cross section of the conductor. If length of conductor is large, then resistance is also high. If area of cross section changes, the resistance also changes. So what is the relation between resistance, length of conductor and area of cross section? So this relation is like this: resistance is directly proportional to the length of conductor and inversely proportional to the area of cross section. Means if length of conductor increases, resistance also increases, or vice versa. If the area of cross section of conductor increases, its resistance decreases. So this is the relation: L directly proportional, A inversely proportional. From this we can write R is equal to rho L by A, where this rho is a proportionality constant. If we remove the sign proportionality, at that time we have to take some proportionality constant. So this rho is the proportionality constant, is also called as resistivity. So from this formula we can derive the formula of resistivity. It will be rho is equal to, on this left side, right side, R is at the denominator. If we shift toward the right side, then it will be multiplier to the R. Therefore rho is equal to R A by N. So this is the formula of our resistivity, which we already studied before. Now from this formula we can derive these SI units. SI unit of resistance is what? Ohm. SI unit of area, meter square, divided by length unit, it is also meter. So meter square, meter get cancelled, and SI unit of resistivity is only ohm meter. This is what? SI unit. SI unit of resistivity is ohm meter. How it comes? It is from this formula. Rho is equal to RA by L. Resistance is measured in ohm, area is measured in meter square, length is measured in meter. Meter square and meter will get cancelled, and remaining terms is ohm meter. So this is the SI unit of resistivity.